Little me, it's our story time. What book are we going to read today? Huh? I cannot hear you. Can you speak louder, please? Speak louder doesn't mean scream at mommy. That's not very nice. Okay, I think we already read, 3 chapters? We're in chapter 4, right? We need to speed up because we need to return this book. What is chapter 4?
Bohenny.
Bohenny. Is that a food?
No.
A name?
No, a name.
It's a name, I guess. Bohenny. Who's Bohenny? Halfway down
Nobody is Bohenny.
Nobody? Oh, okay. Halfway down the aisle, Robbie could see Bohenny. Bohenny was a 3rd grader like Robbie. Bohenny was a big 3rd grader. Robbie's mother would probably say big for his age. To Robbie, Bo was big for any age. He had been in the 3rd grade for a long time. Bo was the meanest kid in the 3rd grade, or maybe even in the whole school. Everyone knew about Bo. Once he unraveled. What does that mean? Unraveled. He unraveled the back of Sarah Jane Manilaw's new sweater. So what does that mean?
So it means he took the string
and he pulled it. So the sweater.
So the sweater will go crack.
The sweater just being apart, right?
Yeah.
She had to wear her winter coat for the rest of the day because she lost her sweater. 所以这个 unravel 再念一次怎么讲？ Unraveled means unravel the back of somebody's sweater 就是你把他的那个线拉开这样子。Once he tied Bradley Dugan's shoelace together around a pole. Whoa, that's not very nice. A pole in the bathroom. The girl's bathroom.
Yeah!
Why does he... So, Bohenny is a boy or a girl?
A boy.
He went into a girl's bathroom?
No, I guess he pulled him into the girl's bathroom and then tied his shoe.
Oh my god. Once during Pet Week, he fed John Bennett's pet cricket to Tom Ballan's pet frog. Ugh. Then he fed Tom Ballan's pet frog to Sally Lone's cat. Then he tried to feed Sally's cat to Harvard Jones's beagle. But there was a terrible fight and everyone got to go to recess early. Danville School had not celebrated Pet Week since. That was a mess, I think. Everyone knew about Bohenny and everyone tried to stay away from Bohenny. Robbie has spent his first 3 years at Danville School carefully avoiding Bo. Slowly, Robbie continued down the aisle. Before he could get all the way to the back of the bus lurched forward. Then it happened. Later, Robbie could not tell exactly what had happened. All he knew was 1 second he was standing and the next second he was sitting. Is that magic? I don't think so. The problem was that he was not sitting in an empty seat. The problem was that he was sitting in Bohenny's seat.
Okay, so Bohenny is second.
Oh, well, he's a big kid. Worse than that, he was sitting on Bohenny's lap.
Yeah.
The entire bus was silent for a second, then Bo's voice broke the silence. Hey, Robbie, said
Robbie is like he
Robbie.
Robbie.
Said Bo.
Now it's Robbie.
Hey, baby Robbie. He pushed Robbie down to the floor. Robbie was so surprised that he sat on the floor and could not say a word. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, never ever wants to sit on Bohenny's lap.
Right, or on the bus floor.
Or they don't dare to.
This seat is taken. Then Robbie got up and stumbled backward, trying to get his balance. He tried to think of something to say. He couldn't think of a single word. With his mouth wide open, he stood looking at Bo. Hey, Bo laughed. Can't you talk, baby Wobby? Can the waddle baby say goo goo?
What? Riddle.
Riddle.
Riddle baby.
Oh, where? Oh, widow. This one. My bad. Baby Wobby, can the widow baby say goo goo? Bo turned around and looked at the other kids on the bus. A few of them laughed with Bo. Don't let it happen again, Wobby. Somehow, Robbie's legs began to move. He passed the other seats of the bus without looking up. He got back to the empty seats that Doc had saved for him and sank down into it. Man, what did you do that for? Doc asked. Don't you know who that is? Robbie nodded. I didn't mean to, he said. It just kind of happened. Don't let that kind of thing happen again, said Doc. It could be dangerous, real dangerous. I know, said Robbie. For a long time, Robbie stared at the back of Bo's head. The fun was gone from the day. The new year was already tarnished. Is that how you say it? Tarnished? Where's Mia? She just disappeared. If only he had said something cool to Bo. Something that would be funny and make the kids laugh, but not at Robbie. I was going to ask you, how do you pronounce this word?
Huh?
How do you say this word?
What did you say?
Is it tarnished?
I
Don't remember. Okay, I'll ask Bobby. Okay. If only he had said something cool to Bo, something that would be funny and make the kids laugh, but not at Robbie.
Bo.
He signed. Bo. Oh, keep saying. Bo. He signed. He was too late. He closed his eyes and imagined what the morning would have been like if he had been cool. He saw himself in jeans walking confidently up the steps of the bus. No cameras clicking or lips smacking. The other kids calling, "Hey, Rob!" Everything would have been perfect. He thought of his list. There seems to be a big difference now between writing something down and actually doing it. Yeah, writing something down doesn't really necessarily mean it's going to happen. He slammed lower in his seat. It might not be a great year after all. Yeah, I think this is a terrible first day of third grade. I'm sorry. Do you want me to read chapter 4?
Yes,
Okay, one bad apple. Wait! Robbie held up his hand to hold Doc back. They watched from the back window of the bus until Bo went inside the school building. Okay, said Robbie. Coast clear, sorry. Robbie and Doc hurried down the steps of the bus and into the building. Don't get Bo mad at you Don't get Bo mad at you again, said Doc. Whatever you do, stay away from him. I will, said Robbie. Believe me, I will. Robbie looked both ways down the hall. No sign of Bo. Maybe it would be easy to avoid him. I think once you actually have contact with someone, it's kind of difficult to avoid that person. Come on, he said to Doc. They hurried to the third grade rooms. They would look at the names beside the doors to see which teacher they got this year. Robbie hoped that he would get Miss Williams. She was the nicest teacher in the third grade. She had a popcorn party in her room every Friday and she never gave homework. Wow, that's sweet. They stopped in front of Mrs. Williams' door first and looked at the names printed onto apples taped on the bulletin boards beside the door. Doc began to call out the names of the kids who would be in Mrs. Williams' class. Sue Adams, Letitia Baker, Doc Daniels. I got her, said Doc, pointing to his name on an apple. I got her. Robbie crossed his fingers for luck and looked at the rest of the apples. Please let me get Miss Williams, he prayed silently as he scanned the apples. Please let me get Miss Williams. Here's Matt Jones, said Doc, reading off the names. And Pat Gatrell and Bo Henny. Also, if you get Miss Williams, means you're going to be in the same class as Bo Henny, right? Bo Henny! Doc and Robbie exchanged looks. Uh-oh. Bo had gotten Miss Williams. Now Robbie didn't want to get Miss Williams. He didn't want to be anywhere near Bo Henny this year. His prayer changed. Now he didn't want to see his name on an apple. Please don't let me get Miss Williams. Please don't let me get Miss Williams. Please don't let me get Miss Williams. Please, please, please. Justin Lewis, Scott Nelson, Robbie York, Doc yelled. Right here. He pointed to an apple in the corner of the bulletin board. You got her too, said Doc. Come on, let's get seats together. That's a little upsetting. Okay, both in there, said Robbie. I don't want to go in. Said Doc. He's already forgotten about the bus. He won't even remember you, Robbie swallowed. I hope you're right, he said. Slowly he followed Doc through the door of the classroom. Hey, it's Robbie! Shouted a familiar voice as Robbie made his way back to an empty seat. Bo had not forgotten. Yoo-hoo, Robbie! Robbie opened his backpack and took out his school supplies. When he came to his notebook, he opened it and picked at his list. Psst, psst. Hey, Robbie! He heard Bo call him, but he didn't look up. Each time Bo called him Robbie, Robbie felt a little smaller. But what could he do about it? Yeah, if you were Robbie, what would you do? You don't know what to do, right?
Well, I would just not listen to him.
You will not listen to him?
After he doesn't listen to him, he might not.
So you think you are going to ignore him and he might stop? Let's see. Last year, when Mary Jacobs said the Pledge of Allegiance during Pledge of Allegiance during assembly, her voice had been high and squeaky. 那就是那种美国那个算什么宣誓就对了。Bo had called her squeaky for the rest of the year. The worst part was that soon all the other kids called her squeaky too. Now he might just as well change her name to Squeaky because that's what everyone called her. It happened to Albert McGregor. He used to be Albert McGregor. No wonder I was like, what does that mean? That doesn't sound like a name. And Katie Bernard. Now she was Katie Barnyard. Last year the names had seemed funny to Robbie. Now that he was about to become Robbie for the rest of his life, it did not seem funny at all. So you have to put yourself in other people's shoes when you see other people get bullied. You need to help instead of being a bully, right? 你不能看到有人霸凌你，反而加入他去霸凌别人，这个就是算是 Robbie 的报应吧。When Bob changed your name, it stays changed. He took out his pencil and marked through number 1 on his list. 1. Get rid of the name Robbie. Besides, he wrote Number 1, get rid of the name Robbie. Now he has another name that's worse than Robbie. He probably will appreciate people call him Robbie instead of Robbie. It was going to be harder to be cool in the 3rd grade than he had thought. 真的很难。好啦，we're gonna take a break right now. Hey, bye bye.